All right, Josh. Well, listen, man, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to
well,
meet you.
listen, but I'd love to hear more about you. Do you have any spiritual beliefs or any religion in your life or anything?
I used to, but I don't anymore.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So tell me more about that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I grew up in church. My grandparents would take me to church every now and then when I was with them. But when I started to get older, I really started to look at things on my own and form my own point of view, and I kind of started to reject what I learned in church and kind of figure things out on my own.
You said reject what you learned in church. Was there an instance that happened or a situation or something, or what was it?
Yeah, I saw a lot of people who explain like the works of Jesus, what Jesus taught, how Jesus lived, and then not act the way that Jesus lived. And I just thought it was really hypocritical and really stupid how people would hear what this guy would have to say and then not live that way. And so it just made me view people that went to church really badly. And so I just said I didn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah. Well, I can't blame you. I wouldn't want to be around people who said one thing and didn't, follow it up with the right stuff, right? I know that personally for me, I grew up in some churches, and I've been in some churches where I've experienced that same type of hypocrisy, so to speak, right? It's kind of, I'll put it to you like this. Do you follow sports? Do you follow NBA by any chance? Okay, so if I told you I was in the NBA, all right, and then you were like, yeah, man, I'm going to watch you. I can't wait to see you. And then the season starts, but you never see me at a game warming up. You never see me shoot a basketball. You never see me even drink a thing of water on the sideline like I'm, tired. I don't show up at all during the games. What would your conclusion be?
I would say you probably don't play in the NBA.
I would say the same thing. Now, look, I'm not saying that those people were right or wrong. I don't know the situation, right? But there's extremes to everything, and they can make you form really, really strong opinions, right? And so my ask of you is, and I know it's a tough one, right? But if you could just take a moment and remove those past experiences and past, I guess, that we call it church hurt, right? Where you have been hurt in the past. If you remove that and just gotten down to the simplicity of what the gospel is. You said you've been in church, so you've heard the word gospel, right? You've got God the Father, and then we have a relationship. He wants to have a relationship with us, but we sinned against God, and we understand what sin is, correct? What is sin to you?
Sin is the things that God doesn't want us to do.
Okay, all right. So sin is something that is unpleasing to God, right? Yeah. And so it's human nature that we're sinners. But God sent Jesus to overcome that sin for us so that we would be able to be one again with God. And so, look, you're a smart guy. Have you done any research on your own concerning just that? Like with Jesus and just the correlation of him dying on the cross to save us of our sins?
Not really. No, I haven't done anything since I was young.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Okay. Well, listen, if you don't mind, I would love to give you some resources. We have some material over here, and then you'd be able to do your own research. Is that cool? Then you just buy your own time.
Sure.
I don't want to do
Absolutely.
anything right now. I know you're busy and all this good stuff. Unless you want to. Is this something that you think you would like to start a relationship today?
No, definitely not. But I'm open to getting a little bit more.
Hey, I had to ask.
Resources. Yeah.
I had to ask, right? Okay. So look, I'm going to get you those resources, but I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you on a couple of things. Number one, actually look at the material. Okay. And number two, and I know this is a difficult thing, but do try and remove those past the past context of what you think church is, of what you think God is, everything, and let's just start back at the root. Right? Let's just start back at the root, and because, man, you got a God who loves you, and he wants to have a relationship with you. And, man, I know that in my life, I wouldn't be who I am if I did not have that relationship with Jesus. And I know for a fact he wants to have a relationship with you. Fair enough?
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.